Hey guys, and welcome back to the final episode of Let's Play Dead Space. Woo! And just to make sure that statement is actually accurate, I'm going to keep playing this until we finish it, so this might be a really long episode. But that's fine. It seems fitting to have your longest episode be the final episode. Of course, before we can continue with our Hive Mind quest, we have to do a bunch of side stuff.
Entering zero gravity.
Because padding. Like running down this ventilation shaft. Full of arms. Seriously, is it just arms or okay, there's some torsos too, it's not just a bunch of floating arms. I don't need that. True, I may have just skipped all of the enemies in that tunnel, and now I'm gonna have to fight them when they all come into this room, but... Now we have to run back through the tunnel, now that all the fans are turned off. Can you guess how we do this? Like we do every other puzzle in this game. I don't even feel like fighting those last guys. They're literally there just to slow you down.
Exiting zero gravity.
And now we got an enhanced brute waiting for us to come back. Hey, buddy. Ran into stasis. They're not too tough now that we have much upgraded weapons. I gotta grab another one of these stasis things so I can move it past these bridges. Sadly, you can't just jam it through without stasising it. Because the game doesn't like you doing that. Okay, I think there's only one more of these bloody airlocks after this. I don't even need all this force gun ammo anymore. It's just taking up space. Dead space. Or would that be what it is? Dead space in our inventory? I don't know. Come on. Gee, I'm glad we had to drag it through that room without actually even fighting anything. Like, it almost seems like there's literally no reason for that room to exist. But here we are at the excavation site. That looks like it could be bad. You need a proper burial. My work here is done. I think that went pretty well. Contact beam actually proving itself useful for once. So now all we have to do is dump this off the cliff, right? How cute, it's even got a matching little pedestal.
Thank you, Isaac. I always believed in you. I knew you'd return to me. We are whole again, Isaac. We are whole.
Oh no, Nicole's going supernova. I'm not sure, but this looks potentially hazardous to my health.
Geo-orbital gravity tethers offline. Tectonic load released. Impact imminent. Evacuate this area immediately.
That's also bad. The rock is about to re-implant itself into the planet.
Decontamination cycle activated.
Well, we did it. Now we just have to get back to the shuttle.
Isaac, You really didn't think I was just gonna walk away, did you? I can't do that. Marker's coming with me. It's a shame. I was starting to like you. Even if you are insane. What, you don't believe me? Take a look at yourself. Better yet, take a look at the video from Nicole. And this time, watch it right to the end.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I wish I could just talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. It's strange. Such a little thing. And it all comes down to this one little thing. I didn't want it to end like this. I really wanted to see you again. Just once. I loved you. I always loved you.
Nicole has been dead this whole time. Whatever you were seeing was caused by that. You are its pawn. But don't worry. It will be in good hands now. Far away from this damn place. Goodbye, Isaac.
Gasp! Nicole was dead the whole time. No wonder she was so creepy. Dead girls usually are. Nothing left to do now but slowly trudge through goo. I'm sure there will be no consequences from removing the marker from its pedestal. Well, this is it right here. Have to get back in the shuttle and fly away before everything goes to shit. Wouldn't the giant rock falling on the planet probably kill the Hive Mind? I mean, you think that would be enough to pretty much destabilize any living thing on their giant worm or not? Always gotta make a save before the end of the game. In case something goes wrong. Alright. Let's go do this.
Oh my god!
Oh no, not Kendra. I always liked Kendra, even if she was a bitch. No wait, I didn't like her at all. Well, hey there, big fella. I guess it's time to dance. So this right here is the Hive Mind, and it's the final boss. Sadly for him, he was not expecting us to come with fully upgraded weapons, or heavily upgraded. Oh jeez. Very similar to the drag tentacles here. Here. Which is not hard because apparently his tentacles can only go in a straight line. And we have a lot of health packs left. Honestly, he's pretty cool for a final boss, but he's not that tough. Kinda looks a bit like the big gaping maw bone dragon from Dark Souls. Well, so much for the marker. We're just gonna fucking leave it there. Before the giant space rock hits the planet. Now, I'm not quite sure how the shuttle ended up backwards here. Seems a little weird. Nothing left but dust and echoes.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry.
And they try to go for the terrible Hollywood horror movie ending of trying to scare you. Now, of course, Isaac doesn't die there, since obviously there's a Dead Space 2 about Isaac. But it was a kind of neat, vague ending originally, before they decided to franchise the hell out of the series. And that's it. That's the first Dead Space, the game that started it all. It's a pretty good game, even holding up now, but it's not really as exciting as it was at the time it came out. This is right when the horror genre started switching over to a very, you know, action-focused bend. Right after Resident Evil 4 had come out, and, you know, the new consoles were about a year old, I guess. My timeline might be a little off, but the game was really just refreshing when it came out. Now, not so much now, with it being a big media giant type thing, where it's like, oh, books and movies, and just throw every kind of media at it and hope something sticks. But I enjoy it. I enjoyed it when I played it, and I enjoyed it this time. Now, that said, it's not maybe the best game to have LP'd, simply because it's not really as enjoyable for the person watching as the person playing. But, you know, you gotta make mistakes in this whole LPing thing to find what works. And I think that some of you enjoyed this. Obviously, if you're still watching this, you're enjoying it, because not a lot of people are. And thanks to you, dedicated few. But now that this is done, we're going to move on to something bigger and perhaps more expected from me. I'm not sure if I'm going to start that right away, or, you know, wait a month or so. Probably not, though. I'm probably just going to start it as soon as I get these Dead Space videos done with. There'll definitely be some extra stuff that I'm working on, too, on the side. And I hope you guys join me for that, too. It's been fun having you guys here, and I'm glad for any of you who have stuck around from the beginning. If you're still here, thanks. And if you're new from whatever LP, but you're still watching this one, thanks anyway. And don't forget, tell me what you guys want me to play on my channel page, because I'm curious to see what else you guys want to see. I know Amnesia, I've heard that one a lot, but other than Amnesia, I'll probably get to Amnesia eventually. I just don't really want to jump right into it yet. I mean, with the next game, we're going to be taking a break from the horror genre, but after that, I'll probably be doing more horror games, because generally, this is my favorite side genre. Horror, survival horror, action horror, whatever. It all works in different ways, unless it's Fear 2. I'm just going to let these keep rolling. But I've been Shadefyre, as you surely know, and this has been Let's Play Dead Space. I hope to see you all on my next project, wherever that may be. Thank you, and good night. Can't forget about the rewards for beating the game. Best thing out of those is, of course, the military suit, which is the level 6 suit that I mistakenly thought was in the game by default. Oh, also, I forgot to point this out, but I'm sure somebody has before. Each of the beginning letters of the chapters spells out Nicole is dead throughout the entire game. But, it's a silly little detail that I forgot to mention earlier. Make sure to do a save for when I never come back to this game. And hey, maybe now I can go and play Dead Space 2 finally. It's been sitting on my shelf since the day it came out. On the final edition of Dead Space Death Reel, we take a look at the biggest and baddest Necromorph, and what happens when he decides to chow down on Isaac. That's right, it's the Hive Mind. Enjoy, everybody.
3 September 1875. It has been 9 months since the patient's miraculous recovery and relapse, and I am no closer to a diagnosis. She is physically responsive, her reflexes acute, but her mind seems every day to slip further and further away. She has become less inclined to communicate, and I believe she may be preparing for a more significant retreat. Tonics and other agents have proven ineffective. It is perhaps time to consider a more radical course of treatment. Alice, is everything all right?